What's up, guys? It's Atomic, and the time has finally come for me to rant about the latest update we received way back on May 24th. Now, before I get into my ranting and my venting, let me give you a little channel update. Some of you guys are wondering, where's my Jason videos at? The whole gimmick of my channel was I'd put up a Jason gameplay once every day. Well, a few reasons why that's not going to happen anymore. I'm not going to get into all of it, at least not now, but the bottom line is I'm not doing that anymore, at least for the time being. I think what I'm going to do is put up a Jason video every other day. That will just give me more time to make videos and play the game, and it'll give you guys a chance to view them. Sometimes I'll put one up, and before you know it, the next one's up. So starting up on Friday, Friday's perfect for this game, I'll be posting Jason gameplay, but like I said, I'll do it every other day. And I'll continue with the same format. We'll start with Savini and work our way backwards to Jason 9, 8, etc. And just so you guys know, some of the videos you're going to see are older. I've got a whole bunch recorded pre-update, and then I've just only got a few now since the update has landed. So just be aware of that. You'll be able to tell the difference if I've swapped weapons or not, if you hear that little sound when I grab someone, and most importantly, how many shift grabs I land. But I'll be talking about shift grabs in a moment. But just know, that's when the Jason videos are coming. They're coming soon, just like we always heard with these updates. So, let's talk about this update. I have done a complete 180. When it first dropped, I was excited. I thought it was great. And even before it came out, I was thinking, this is going to revitalize the game. It's going to bring more people in, older players back. Well, I'm not really feeling that way now. Now, I'm not going to talk about all the issues. I'm not going to talk about the positives. There were positives. I love the single-player challenges. A reworked Jason 7, while not great, it was appreciated. Same with Roy's overall. Some other little tweaks. The game looks a little better. And even just little things like being able to lock and unlock those doors from both sides. It's all great. But we got so many issues with this update, and I'm not going to cover them all, and some of them are being addressed right now. By the time some of you hear this and see this, an update will hopefully have come out. It's supposed to come beginning to early to middle. It'll probably be end of the week. Who knows? But something is coming soon. It's going to address things like the car rubber banding, which has never been a big issue for me, although it did happen once since this update dropped. Most importantly, that stuttering counselor body when you kill someone. I don't know how that got past testing. Supposedly that's being fixed, and I hope with it the rainbow blood. But they're knocking out some high priority issues. Again, not an issue for me, but the Xbox One crashing should hopefully be taken care of within a couple days. And looping emotes. We had to put that on the top priority, guys, so they're going to have to be taking care of that too. But the four issues that I want to talk about, things that have made me less... I guess I will say, I don't want to play the game as much now. I don't enjoy the game as much now. For four reasons. And these first two are not big deals, but I do want to cover them. First of all, the Jason selection. I've noticed no difference whatsoever. Now, maybe it's because I play a lot and I get to be Jason a lot, but just the way I go about it and seeing things now with this ticket system, I haven't noticed any difference. Whether or not it's actually been implemented and works the way they say it is, who knows? I wish we could see our tickets, just so we know going in, do we have a good chance at being Jason? Now, I guess they're afraid, well, if you know you're not going to be Jason, you'll just leave right away, but it would be nice to see. The same goes with the salt mines. Are they even real? Do they exist? Who knows? And I guess at the end, who cares? Because at some point, maybe everyone will end up in the salt mines. But I haven't noticed it stopping anyone from leaving. I've been in matches where people will quit right at the beginning, Jason quits right at the beginning, and I have seen a little uptake in suicides, people that are just fearful of the salt mines. And then, of course, there's the suicide by Jason option, which I myself am guilty of. I can tell you guys that in the very next counselor video that I'm going to be uploading, whether that's tonight or tomorrow morning, I've titled it Bullying Jason. The match started, and within a minute, 2 counselors had quit, 1 was dead. So there's 4 counselors left. And we were against a high-level Jason. I said, screw this, I'm out of here. But, can't quit. So what did I do? I grabbed the weapon and decided, let me run up to Jason, maybe get a hit off, he'll grab me, kill me, it'll be over. Now you'll see how that turned out, but that's something people can do too. Also, with the salt mines, or the threat of, you're punished for doing the right thing. I will tell you this, I will always, well, at least I did, but I'd always quit if I see someone teaming with Jason. Now, if you leave, you get punished, they get rewarded. I had no option. I think I was playing yesterday, and people were teaming with Jason. Here I am trying to dodge Jason and dodge a car that's trying to run me down. It's like, what the hell? Before, I would just leave. Why give this person the satisfaction of a kill? Nope. Now you've got to take it. My other issue with the salt mines is that there's no notification that you have gone or you will be going. Look, most people play this game casually. I do. I still check out, the official website and other platforms, but most people don't. Most people don't look at a game's official Twitter or official webpage or the Reddit or whatever. They just want to play the game. And if you do that, you'd have no idea of what the salt mines are and that there's any kind of penalty for leaving early. So they really, in my opinion, need to have some kind of prompt. When you go to quit at a specific time, it says, hey, this is an infraction. You'll get infraction points or whatever. Until that comes, like I said, I don't blame people. And again, you don't know if people are leaving, if they're timing out. But I do think some sort of in-game notification needs to be there for people. Now, the 2 other issues that I have, and you could see them in this video that's on screen. The first, and I don't think it's going to be addressed, at least I've only seen a few people mentioning it, the knife throwing. There is a noticeable delay now. It doesn't come across as well on video, but when you're playing, there is a noticeable delay in the time that you release the button and the time that the knife releases from your hand. And that makes a big difference. Counselors got thick skin perk. They're loaded up with med spray. You need your knife to do some damage, to track these guys down, to wound them, to hurt them. I have found it much more difficult since this update to land my knives. Sometimes you'd have to lead a counselor with the knife if they're in the distance. Now you have to do it even more. It used to be a free shot. A counselor jumps through the window, you can get right behind them, boom, hit them with a knife. Now you've got to let it go earlier or you miss them completely. I know that happened at least once in this gameplay here. So I really hope that gets looked at. And on the same page, there's now a delay between breaking the window. It used to be there, a little bit before. If a counselor goes through a window, you'd have to wait a fraction of a second before you could break it. But sometimes you couldn't. You could slash that window. Now, as you'll see coming up in this video, it's already happened a little bit. You have to wait for them to clear out from that space on the other side of the window before you can smash it. It's just really annoying. Now, the final thing that I want to talk about is the new grab and shift grabs. I absolutely hate it. Now, I know that I'm not alone, but I also know a lot of people love the new grab. And if you love it, hey, I'm not here to hate on you. I'm glad that you do. But I also want to explain things from my perspective a little bit. Because let's face it, grabbing and shift grabbing is a pretty big mechanic, a core mechanic of the game. So for them to just change it like this, it's a big issue. And I, for one, did not expect this change. When I heard about the new grab, I heard, well, it's a new animation, and you can't turn your body as you're grabbing. I didn't think that was that much of a big deal. Well, it was. This new grab system, it's new. It feels completely different from what I'm used to. And the only way that I can explain it, it's like learning how to ride a bike. You know, when the game first released, I didn't know how to grab, but slowly over time, I practiced, I got better, and then I thought I was pretty good. You know, just like riding a bike. First time you get on a bike as a kid, you don't know what you're doing, you're not that good, it takes time, maybe you need training wheels, but eventually you'll learn how to ride. And no matter what, you can always go back. Doesn't matter how long you've been away, you could go back and ride a bike. Again, with the shift grabs, I wasn't the best. I wasn't popping wheelies all the time or anything like that, maybe once in a while. But I felt like no matter what, no matter how much time I spent away from the game, I could get back in, perform a shift grab, again, not with ease, but have a pretty good rate of landing them. Now, it's as if Gun said, we're taking away your bicycle, now you've got a unicycle. I really feel like I have to learn this all over again from the beginning. It feels completely new. And I can't even put my finger on it. Some people have said, well, the reach is the same. I guess it is, but maybe it's the width. You know, how much Jason can scoop with his arm to grab someone. That seems to be smaller. Again, is it? I don't know. Some people have said, well, it's just a little slower. Again, I don't know. It feels like it, though. I just know that I'm not grabbing and shift grabbing with the consistency that I used to. That whole thing about not being able to turn as you grab, it makes a big deal. And I know they have said something that they are looking at this, but when you miss a grab, you are just so exposed, wide open to a hit. If you get hit once, that's where the trouble starts. Then you can get chain hit, and it never ends. So now, you gotta be cautious of when you grab. And if you ever land one, they probably have a pocket knife anyway. It is just extremely frustrating. And my level of desire to play this game has decreased because of it. It's just very hard to change your behavior after you've done something a certain way for so long. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not going to be posting Jason videos with the same frequency. I mean, you guys don't want to see me getting my ass whipped the whole time. Well, maybe you do, but I know I don't want to get my ass whipped as Jason the whole time. I just feel as though, you know, I've played this game long enough that I know what I'm doing, and now it's all been changed, you know, upside down. And I almost have to relearn everything. It's frustrating. I'll do my best. But sometimes, you know, it gets to the point where I say, you know what, why am I even doing this? You know, there are plenty of other games out there to play. Why do I have to relearn how to play a game? As you can see in this video here, the reason why I'm recording the commentary over this and not posting it as its own is because, you know, this is a terrible video. I'll give you guys a little spoiler in that, yes, I do kill everyone here. But again, is this something that, you know, I want to show off to people and say, hey man, this is how you should play? Hell no. I didn't keep track, but I have no idea how many times I pressed the grab button. But it's airball after airball, missing everyone. Now, some of it has to do with the Tommy Jarvis that's, well, not running around, but floating around. But this glitch was, you know, it was there before the update. It's happened from time to time. In fact, it happened to me once when I was the character floating around. But when they're floating around like that with unlimited stamina, they are near impossible to catch. It's just a pain in the ass, and just another glitch, on top of everything else. If everything else was smooth, and I just had to get used to the new grab, maybe I could handle it. But when you put the grab on top of all the other little things that are going on, you'll see what happens when I do land the grab on Atom eventually. I question sometimes, why do I keep playing? A lot of it is YouTube. If I wasn't posting these videos for you guys, or if not a single person in the world was watching, yeah, I'd take a hike. But I guess as it stands now, all I can do is learn and get better again. I felt as though I had already done that months ago, but now I have to do it again. As I feel right now, I prefer Puny Arm Jason, back in between October and January, where the reach was so small. That's almost better to this, because at least then I could judge. Right now, I'm having a hard time judging the grab distance. I don't know when I could grab him, when I can't, if I'm going to land. And again, if you're right behind the counselor, they're slowly jogging away, you miss that grab, boom, they immediately turn around, they can smash you, and then you're in for a world of trouble. I think the only reason why I end up killing everyone here is they weren't really making a concentrated effort to escape. If there were 2 cars on this map, they would have gotten out, no problem. So again, guys, bear with me in the videos that I post, because I'm feeling frustrated at the moment. I hate this new grab. It's something, yes, I know it's not going to be changed. I'm going to have to get used to, but it's a pain in the ass. I don't want to do it. I have to. But again, I don't really know what changes they could make. They're saying, oh, we're looking at, Jason being so vulnerable after he misses a grab. But again, that's not going to really change being able to land that shift grab. I just feel as though, every time a counselor zigs and zags, if they're on a straight, running path, yeah, you can nail them. But all they have to do is slightly turn to the left or right, especially those fast counselors like Tiffany, Bugsy. You saw me, I was chasing Bugsy for forever at the beginning. Right here now, you see, you can't juke Jason around that radio. Jason could grab through, but there, I get stuck. Another pain in the ass. But no, those fast counselors, almost impossible to shift grab against anyone who has any basic idea what they're doing. But we are closing on the end of the video, guys, so I guess I better wrap this up. I could keep going on and on. This grab, like I said, all I want to do is bitch about it. I hate the grab. I hate it. I hate it. I know it's whining a little bit, but again, like I said, I've done something the same way for so long, it's tough to change. I want my bicycle back. I don't want a unicycle, but I'm going to have to get used to it. And like I said, not everything was a negative with this update. Okay, I didn't mention all the positives. I covered a couple things. The legendary perks, they don't make that much of a difference, but at least it's nice to have something to spend the CP on. But again, all these negatives, maybe I could look past the grab if the counselors weren't violently shaking and there wasn't rainbow blood. When will that be fixed? Hopefully in a day or two, maybe not. But, even things like the missing sound effects. I rely on sound a lot. Nope, gotta get used to it. They said they're fixing the shininess of Jason. I like the way all the Jasons look. But this grab, guys, I'm telling you, you're gonna see it. When I start posting these videos again, and you see, okay, he swapped weapons, this is a newer video, it's going to be miss shift grab after miss shift grab. It's just the way it's going to be for a while, so bear with me. Right here at the end, I get lucky hitting Tiffany. This was all luck, and really this was my last chance. If I missed her, it was all over. Someone would have survived. So guys, thanks for bearing with me for just a little bit here. It's good to get some of this off my chest. Yes, I could go on, but it's nice to have someone to cry to. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, Jason videos will start coming out again on Friday, then Sunday, then Tuesday, and we'll just see how it goes. And I'll try to mix and match. There'll be some old ones, then a new one. Old one, new one. We'll see how it goes. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.